So now we see for loop. For loop is just like other loops like while and do while loop, like we discussed earlier, the do while loop. But the only thing that is different here is that in while or do while loop we have to do initialization separately, then we have to do increment separately, and then evaluation. So because these things are in parts, so there are more chances of mistake here. If we forget to increment the counter variable, then it will be an infinite loop. So for this scenario, particularly for counter controlled loops, for loop is a very compact form for counter control loop, and we have very few chances of mistake in for loop, because in for loop we uh, write all these three things in one line. Like first we initialize x is equal to 0, and then we evaluate. Let's do the same example of printing counting from 0 to 50. X is less than 51 and x is equal to x plus 1. So here we are doing all three things in same line, and next I just print the x. So here, sorry, you can see that just in one line we did all the task of counter control loop, and here we are printing the x. And like for if condition, if there's just one line of code for this for loop, we do not need to add curly brackets. But if there are more than one lines, then you need to add curly bracket like this, and we will write it here. So as of now, we don't have any other line, just one line, so let's remove this curly bracket. It was not necessary. So let's execute the code, and here you see the printing of counting from 0 to 50. So that's it. This is a for loop. And here instead of this form we can also increment x like with x plus plus. So this is more compact and more popular form of for loop. So that was for loop. Stay tuned for the next lectures.